if you really want to become a successful eBay seller, meaning that you want eBay to be a real business for you instead of, well, just a hobby or a way for you to clean out the clutter of your house, you're going to need to make a shift in the way you think about selling on eBay. You see, most people will sell anything on eBay that they can find as long as it can make them money, and sometimes they'll sell it even if it can't make them any money. But if you're trying to run a business on eBay using this model of selling anything and everything under the sun, well, you're going to find yourself likely playing the low price game, where you're always dealing with razor thin margins just so that you can get your products sold and turn over your inventory. Essentially, you're going to find yourself in a commodity business, much like a gas station where the only thing that you can really compete on is your price. However, what if I told you that there is an easy way to start getting higher prices for your items, even when other people are selling lower priced items and they're listed right alongside yours? Well, there is, and that's simply by specializing in a certain line of products. You see, once you take the time to specialize in a particular area, let's say beef jerky makers, video editing equipment, or even violins, well, now you can make yourself an expert in just that area. And now you're going to want to take an area that you're already knowledgeable in, or one that you have an interest in and don't mind learning about, so that, well, you can really make yourself this expert. Now, once you are an expert on these products that you're selling, you now have a distinct competitive advantage over the other sellers that are trying to sell the same products that you are. You see, number one, you're going to be able to make better sales copy, and you're also going to be able to answer your customers' questions better than your competition. Now, one thing I want to mention is that once you have this advantage, well, you're definitely going to want to toot your own horn a little bit. You're going to want to make sure that you make it clear to your potential customers why you are the better choice for them. Tell them what they're going to get from you that, well, they simply can't get from your competition. For example, it could be as simple as offering email support on setting up your products if you're selling, something that they could probably use some help setting up. Excuse me. Or it could be some type of extended warranty or a maintenance program on the item. Now, another way to give yourself a big advantage over other sellers is to include a free bonus that you've created, such as an ebook, a video, or even a podcast that you've done on the topic. Let's say, for example, that you're in the beef jerky maker business. Well, you could include an exclusive cookbook that you've written that has all your favorite recipes and tips on making great tasting beef jerky. Now, make sure you build up the value of this bonus and tell them how it will make their lives easier or allow them to use the product better than if they just go and buy from one of the other sellers out there who doesn't really know anything about the products they're selling and is just trying to make a quick buck. Now, again, once you've established this competitive advantage in the marketplace, you can demand higher prices than your competition, and people are going to happily pay the premium price. Now, in some cases, that might mean that you're only getting 5 or 10% more than a typical transaction than your competition. But those few extra percentage points can mean the difference between a product that you were only breaking even on to one that becomes a very successful and profitable product. And in some cases, you can actually charge prices 3 to 4 times as much as your competition by showing your potential customers that, well, they're much better off buying from you because you specialize in those products and you can offer better support than the other people who are selling everything else under the sun. And people also tend to equate a higher price with higher quality. So, if you find yourself in a commodity type business on eBay, get out of it. Niche when you can, become the expert, charge a premium for your goods and services. And keep in mind that if you're creative, you can apply this concept to just about every type of product on eBay. And to get more tips like this, get my free report. It's called eBay Conversion Secrets. It's right below this video on the auctionconversionsecrets.com homepage.